La Senora is not here.
Okay, honey. Déjame entrar.
You can't go in there. Wait.
Baby,
She isn't here. You can't go in there.
Mrs. Forrester.
Adding breaking and entering to our list of crimes, are we, Miss Spectra?
Stephanie, you are here. I'm so pleased.
Thank you, Maria. I'm going to ask you as pleasantly as possible to leave. You're not welcome in my home, Miss Spectra.
Is this how you treat every contributor to the Children's Hospital?
Oh, that old routine again, eh?
It's your favorite charity, isn't it? And I'm here to make a sizable donation, though I must admit, Stephanie, I don't care for this treatment.
You've come here to insinuate yourself into my home and into my confidence. That's what this is really all about, isn't it?
Well, if you mean, do I want us to be friends? Yes, I do. But if that can't be, then I still intend to give a large check to a very worthy cause, regardless.
Did you remember your checkbook this time?
Yes, I did. Though I must say, Stephanie, I think my original offer of $10,000 was a little bit off the mark.
Really?
You see, business is going very well for me right now. Spectra has never had a better season. You may have read about it in the press. They did a terrific story on it in Ion Fashion, by your own daughter-in-law, as a matter of fact.
I don't believe everything I read, even if it is written by a member of my own family.
Well, maybe you better have another look at that article and the photographic layout that Miss Spencer did on my fall collection.
We all know that beautiful pictures can be used to cover cheap and shoddy merchandise.
Yeah. But there's nothing cheap and shoddy about this check. This is a check for $20,000. And it's only the beginning. Here you are, Stephanie.
I see. $20,000.
And there's more available. If I become involved with the charity work. I thought maybe I could sit on the board, head up a few committees, throw a few parties. I'd love to throw a really big party to benefit the Children's Hospital. Maybe I could stage a fashion show, do some major fundraising, and I'd like to get my daughter involved, too.
Your daughter?
Yeah. See, she never had a chance to make a proper debut. Thought this might be a good way to introduce her into society. But most of all, I would really welcome the opportunity of working with you and getting to know you a little better.
Do you mind if I call the bank?
Excuse me?
Your check. You see, the president of that bank happens to be a very good friend of mine. There's no sense in depositing a check unless there are sufficient funds to cover it. Do you mind? Yes, Jim. 5 minutes? Oh, no. I appreciate, that you would even take the time to do this for me. Thank you.
I take it Banker Jim is going to call you back and let you know if my check's any good or not.
Is it?
Yes. I came here out of the goodness of my heart.
You came to do some social climbing. It has nothing to do with the goodness of your heart.
I'm making a sizable donation.
You're making the classic mistake that all nouveau riche people do. You've made some money in a very shady manner, and now you want to buy respectability. Miss Spectra, respectability isn't for sale.
My money will help a lot of people, a lot of children. If it helps my own child in the process, so much the better.
I was right. This is about your daughter.
Yes, it is. I thought that might be something you could relate to. You see, I read a lot about you. I know you're very close to your children. You take a lot of pride in them. They work with you. They live with you. I think it's wonderful.
So do I.
So why do you begrudge me the natural desire to make a wonderful life for my daughter? A life with all the doors open for her?
I imagine a lot of doors have been closed in your face many times over the years. I would also believe with good reason.
I won't deny it. I had a lot of doors slammed in my face in my lifetime. It's okay for me. I can handle it. I got used to it. I learned how to live with it. I just don't want my daughter to have to learn how to live with it. Can you understand that?
I can understand that you would want to protect your daughter. My advice then is don't push her into a world where she doesn't belong and where she'll never be accepted. That would be cruel. But she is your daughter, and if you do have money, money buys clout.
I'm not interested in clout.
I'm not interested in what you're after. Money is never going to buy acceptance from me or from my family. Now, some other people in the business community might come to accept you as a generous clothing manufacturer.
Which is what I am.
Would you like me to be very frank with you?
Yeah. I can take anything you have to say to me.
What you are is a shyster. You have made your living as an acknowledged thief. You have stolen my husband's creativity and my husband's talent. You have taken his designs, and manufactured them and sold them under your label.
Mrs. Forrester, I've already admitted that my business practices in the past may have been a little substandard, but that's all changing now. I'm starting all over again. From now on, Spectre Fashion is dealing only in originals, and we're succeeding at it. We're a great success.
It's a little early to make a statement like that. Who did you copy this time? Someone so obscure they just haven't caught you yet.
Those designs were mine. Every one of them was an original.
Really?
Yeah. It's like I told you. We're dealing only in original designs from now on. You know, wouldn't it be wonderful if we could just forget the past? Be like the early Christians. Forgive and forget, live and let live, give the other guy a chance. You ever made a mistake, Stephanie?
Socially, never.
Well, if you had, maybe you'd be lucky enough to have somebody there willing to turn the other cheek, right?
Possibly.
That's all I ask. A chance to live and let live. Forgive and forget. Okay? Try and be friends. I'd do anything to make that happen. I would give anything.
Even tell the truth?
I always tell the truth.
Your versions of it, perhaps.
When have I ever lied to you?
When you told me that those designs were originals. Hello? Yes, this is Mrs. Forrester. Yes, Jim. Thanks. I think we're seeing you and Diana for dinner next Wednesday. Bye.
Those designs were originals. They were not copies. They were as real as this check. It did clear, didn't it?
Yes, it did.
And there will be more. Wait and see.
You can just mail any checks that you want to from now on directly to the hospital. I'm sure your secretary can get the address for you.
Nah. I prefer to deliver them myself, personally. Oh, yeah. Thanks for the use of the hall. Goodbye, Stephanie.